Alright guys, so I decided to do days 2 and 3 at the same time. Well, they were recorded in different days, but I'm going to have them in the same video just because there's not too many updates in the course of 2 days. It can all fit in one video. Something to be aware of is that right now the eggs are kept in a room that's about 65 degrees Fahrenheit, give or take. And so the development of the eggs in that room is going to be a little bit more quick than the development of eggs that would be outside in the ponds right now. So just keep that in mind when you watch the videos. The goal is to rear these tadpoles under the same conditions and have them be the same age so that we can compare day to day how their development changes at different stages of life. But things are not completely naturalistic just because of the temperature and the light exposure and a number of other things. So here is day 2 and day 3. Please enjoy. All right, day 2. So let's take a quick look at what changes have occurred. So first, the spring peeper eggs are changing in color. They're turning more grayish on the white side from the yolk. And this is because the cells are enveloping that yolk layer. We're going to go through the process later of releasing the extra eggs that we're not going to be rearing, because the goal is not to deplete wild populations or cause any damage to the diversity out in nature. The goal is simply to have some tadpoles for demonstration of their development. Meanwhile, the wood frog egg masses have expanded. So the gel that the females lay with the eggs absorbs water as it ages. So, you can see a little copepod of some sort swimming in the water. Those embryos that fell out of the egg mass will most likely not survive. But what you can see are those lines are just the individual sacs of gel containing the eggs. And these egg masses are going to gradually expand more and more as time goes on and as they absorb more water. This is what wood frog egg masses do. Remember that they were much smaller yesterday morning, and now they've gotten to about 3 times their original volume, mostly because they swell with water. Alright, day 3. The eggs are starting to change shape as the tadpoles develop. The spring peeper eggs are now very comma-shaped with the tails starting to appear on the eggs. You can see a few of the eggs didn't get fertilized successfully, and so they're still round. That is perfectly natural to have happen. The jelly membranes around the eggs are collecting debris and everything like that from the water, which is also perfectly normal. So the spring peeper eggs are getting very close to being fully developed tadpoles on day 3. Meanwhile, the wood frog eggs have just started neurulating. So you can start to see the change in shape occurring in here. And the neural tubes are the ridges that we may not be able to see with the camera, but that are visible along the top axis of the eggs. Now, one of the things that I forgot to mention earlier was that the spring peeper eggs are much tinier than the wood frog eggs. And if you notice the difference in the size of the adult peeper versus wood frog, that makes intuitive sense. However, keep in mind that gray tree frogs, when adults, are about the same size as adult wood frogs, maybe slightly larger, and their eggs are more close to the spring peeper size. I think part of that has to do with being tree frogs. They have to use more of their body material for things such as muscles to climb, and perhaps skin that is a little bit more resistant to desiccation so that they can survive living high up in trees.